Hey Maria, back with another video. It's so relaxing right now. I don't even know what time it is. I'm just laying on my bed. Just got done looking at some, what do you call it, like comic books, which is quite relaxing, just frivolous content, not really anything serious. It's just easy to take in because, it takes you away from, you know, the day-to-day humdrum. It just makes you think how simple life is. I was reading a comic. The comic book is called oh gosh, I can't think of it. Something about my days in private school or something like that. It's cute. It's very cute. Anyway, so as I was thinking a little earlier while I was in the kitchen preparing my food, I think that Joel's family as well as the Lyles family are. I know the root of their persecution. And the persecution is that obviously these are incestuous families, and it's not that I'm doing anything morally wrong or anything that's different than a lot of other women. It's just that these women are attracted to their children. Okay, I mean, it's weird. And so because I was married to Joel, Polly feels threatened, as well as Elsie feels threatened because I guess her son was around, I guess, whatever. So they want to try to tear you down because they feel inadequate about themselves. I'm not, like I said, I'm not doing anything that any other woman doesn't do. So most people who do wear wigs, you probably don't know about it because they're not being pointed out and highlighted and whatnot. But since these women know that I do, this is the sort of bullshit, petty bullshit they like to throw at you. I'm not, who are these people to point the finger? What they're doing is considered immoral, okay? What I do, it's not, okay? So obviously, it's just, this is going in one ear and out the other. Not that they've said anything verbally, but the little charade game that gets played out in front of me is what I can infer. So I don't give a shit, really. I don't want to have anything to do with these people, and I'm not going to listen to what other people want to do for me in my life. Okay, if it was me, if I had the ability to control people, people wouldn't fuck their kids. Okay, they wouldn't. Okay, but they do, and they're always going to. It's always going to exist. So I just sit back and I mind my own business and take care of what I need to do. To each his own. Live your life however you want, and I'll live mine how I want, and that's just how it has to be. But I've decided maybe not to take on any challenges tomorrow either, just playing things by ear. I do have a schedule to take care of something outside right now, which I'm still going to do it. It's just not at the right designated time. It will be done by the end of the day. It's just right now I don't feel like going out in the heat. So I'm just kind of playing it easy. But tomorrow is going to be very similar as well. It's just for my own mental rest. I need to step back and get myself together. Oftentimes when people insult you, and they're just adamant about it, and they're constantly harping on you, it's more to it than just that, okay? What these people have to offer is not constructive criticism. It's not, okay? It's not. I've gone into places of business where I feel as though some people appear to be what I consider to be gaudy, with the colored hair. And that's fine. I mean, as long as it's a company that approves of that. Like some family type oriented places may not be like that, okay? Like some people wear their eyeliner stretched out to the lobes of their ears, and they wear their hair spiked or whatever, ear and nose piercings, whatever you want to call it, okay? Depending on what kind of industry, what kind of company, what kind of image they care to project, it depends, and I guess to each his own, But I'm a presentable person. I dress well. I mean, not all the time. Sometimes I might just wear jeans or whatever. But depending on what it is, so I do everything correctly or right. Okay, right for me. Maybe not be the preference of other people, but I take care of myself, which is something I should do. And so what you're hearing from these jealous squawking bitches is exactly that. Obviously, they already feel so threatened that they want to hang on and attach themselves to my life. These people will never be of any benefit for me. So I don't want their handouts. I don't want their quote unquote help. I don't want their guidance because they're not anybody that I respect, okay? So that's the root of it. It's not that. You're going to tell me women who practice incest, okay? A woman who adopts a kid so they can fuck them and make them their little, sex slave. And then you got a woman who wants to take advantage of a mentally disabled person, and I'm somehow going to be pointed at and made to look bad in front of other people. Think about that, seriously. Put things into perspective, okay? What these women are experiencing is jealousy, and that's what it is, okay? And like I said, I don't think I'm like, drop dead gorgeous or anything like that, but they just feel threatened. Anytime a person feels threatened, they're going to sit here and throw out the bullshit. And that's what it is, okay? So I don't care what these women think. I don't give a flying fuck. Okay, I have the right to live my life. And you don't have to worry about me touching your kids. I mean, like, I don't want your son Joel. I don't want Stephen Lyles. I just want to be left the fuck alone, okay? I don't want to deal with people with these weird ideas. And, I don't know how in the world these people consider themselves to be righteous. Everything they do is a contradiction. It's very strange, very strange. Anyway, I'm relaxed right now. Thoughts are filtering into my head, but I'm doing a pretty good job, doing little things here and there and just kind of relaxing. And this is really important for me to relax and gain my mental strength because I have a lot of challenges in front of me, and I don't really want to, I would rather make it on my own than deal with other people. I don't want things from people. Like, for some people have given me gifts and I found out something about them that I didn't like and I would throw it in the trash. I believe in keeping my home as pure as I possibly can. And that means my surroundings. And sometimes you have to purge people. You know what I mean? And I will tell you, there is no heartache or any torn feelings when it comes to purging Joel's family. Not at all. I don't care about them at all, okay? At all. Like, if I saw them on fire, I would just keep driving. I wouldn't give a shit. As far as the Lost family, I don't know them very well, okay? But obviously these people cause me nothing but grief. I don't appreciate people trying to impose their bullshit, telling me what I'm supposed to do for a living, manipulating the strings and stuff. I don't appreciate that. I don't want it. I want my own life to live, and I have my own life to live, and that's all I want to say. And yeah, I do. It's the back of my mind because it's like, nobody should have to live like this. It's wrong, and I'm not a threat to any of these women, to either woman. I'm not a threat to either one of them, because I don't want their kid. I don't want their kids, okay? Yeah, Stephen Lyles is a very handsome man. I think he's very handsome. And some people say, well, don't you care that he's mentally disabled? Well, I'm not marrying Stephen Lyles, okay? But, the thing is that I could even overlook, to a certain degree, somebody's mental disability. That is, of course, if it was severe, that's a completely different thing. I look at most people, and they're not up to par. The majority of people, I would say, are not up to par, okay? In their basic thinking and their cognitive skills, a lot of people just don't have what they really should have. They don't have the intelligence or whatever. Most people have that problem, you know what I mean? So, and to me, having a man in my life, I need a man for nothing. I don't need a man in my life, okay? To me, the only thing they can do for me is be a doorstop. You know what I mean? Or if I was to have a relationship, it would be the kind of relationship where it's just like, we can kind of cuddle and stuff like that. Because, everybody likes cuddling, right? But you never find anybody who's worthy of such a thing. But the thing is that, I would never expect a man to do anything for me or anything like that. So they could just be basically like a statue or a stone statue and just gotta sit there. I mean, men have no purpose for me at all, okay? But anyway, but no, it's just that I don't want to deal with the drama. And a person could be good looking, they could have all these qualities that the majority of people would just like, lose their mind and make compromises for. But at the end of the day, if you have to live with that person, it just isn't worth it. So yeah, I mean, the Lyles family, they're very good looking, but just because you're good looking doesn't mean you're gonna be miserable for them. I wouldn't make those sacrifices for anybody. I love myself too much. And I'm always gonna put myself first. And that's how people should live. Okay, that's not arrogance. It's just self-preservation. So, wrapping up this video, be back with another one. Who knows later? But have a great day.